Hello everybody, Jason Leigh Palmer here, and this is my gym. I've had quite a few adjustments done to it since I made the videos a couple of years back. Started putting this gym together about 3 years ago now, so some of my old videos will cover that. What I'm going to do is show you around now, so I'm going to switch camera around. Okay, so let's start from the outside, shall we? This is my gym. And this is my garden. Small, but doesn't need a lot of maintenance. My gym is 14 foot long by 13.5 deep. Got my sign up there, Jason's Gym, no excuses, just results. All nice. So as I walk in, I've got my punch bag. This is a lightweight punch bag, just for fitness really. I'm taking a bit of aggression out on. That cost me £30. The RDX body armour, which is used for boxing, karate, whatever else you want to use it, that goes around your body. That cost about £60 I think. So I've got that. And I've got my boxing gloves, his and hers, Lonsdale and some other funny make. Up here I've got my hook and jab pads for boxing, boxercise, MMA, whatever. This funny thing here is called a arm blaster, which is used to do arm curls on. Weightlifting belt. So that's as you come into the gym, these are the first things you see. Some artwork there of a guy doing some dumbbell curls. Muhammad Ali's quotation: I hated every minute of training, but I said don't quit, suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Sadly, the irony was that he did live as a champion, but unfortunately the rest of his life was not as a champion because he got Parkinson's and suffered really badly. There's my diploma in fitness and nutrition back in 2003. So I've been a fitness instructor for 22 years officially. More inspirational pictures. The pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow. And a chart with muscles. In the corner, I've got my treadmill. And this treadmill costs about £200. It takes about up to 110 kilograms, I believe, in body weight, which in England that's about 15.5 stone. Got a picture of New York there as a backdrop. That's just to cover some boards actually. Boarding on, as you see on here, it's loads of planks of wood. It's all boarded, so I used that to cover up some of the boards. Then I've got my practice katanas, aka bokkens, wooden one, plastic one. More inspirational poster. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. That accounts for everything in life, not just exercise, but also mental challenges and other things. Then I've got a bulldog bar hung up there. This takes what they call standard weights, which is 1 inch weights. Then down there, a standard 5 kilogram bar, and then a couple of standard, they weigh about a kilogram, these bars. And then the ones you'll get in typical budget weight sets. Mirror, so I can see what I'm doing. Another poster, someone doing a military press. Another mirror. So I've got 2 mirrors, one there and one there, angled so that I can see both sides. Now I've got these weights. These are standard 1 millimeter hole ones, and they can go on them bars. Also on my curling bar there, that's another standard 1 kilogram weight bar. More 1 inch ones. Then I've got a fold up bench there for doing flies or dumbbell flies or whatever other exercises I want to do. another muscle anatomy chart. This is one of my favourite ones. Tells you exactly what the muscles are, and gives you shows you a physique that there's no way you can get unless you take steroids. Okay, I've got Olympic weights here. Now the Olympic weights I had to get because I bought this bad boy. This is a CF 666 body max bench press, shoulder press, and a few other things it can do as well. Okay, this is going actually on FitShop for £399. On Amazon it's £599, so you can get it £200 cheaper if you go directly to FitShop and buy it from there. The weights are not included, you have to buy them separate. When I bought this bench, I bought it and I thought that it would take the 1 inch weights, but as we can see, that is not going to fit on there. See? So I had to fork out and pay an extra £100 odd to get 125 kilograms worth of weights. So this bench that inclines, declines, goes right up. This is the leverage system. I was doing free weights with a barbell and a bench press, but it began to give my shoulder grief, and so I decided that I needed something less painful. Okay, so over here we got the cable station. So I can do lower cable pulley for rowing, bicep curls, etc. Then I've got a high pulley for lat pull downs. I've got a mid pulley, which typically when you get these cable stations, they have a high and a low, but they don't often have a mid one. And the mid one comes in handy for various exercises as well. Now I paid £50 for this from a neighbour. This takes your standard 1 inch weights, okay? So I can't slip my Olympic weights on there normally, but behold, I have this, which is an adapter. What this does is, you take that and you just slide it on there. Slide it on there, and then you can stick your Olympic weights on the end. So that's the adapter. So all my cable exercises I can do with that. The stretching chart. Stretching is obviously very important. And then over here, if you saw one of my other videos, this is Slammy Davis Jr. and he is a MMA dummy. You can wrestle him, you can punch him, kick him, headbutt him, grapple him, put clothes on him, he can do whatever you like. He only costs about £40. And he is taking care of my exercise bike in the corner. And that was around about £150, I think. Now this is my leg extension and leg curl machine. This is Komodo. This was about £250, allowing you to do leg extension, leg curls. This again takes standard 1 inch weights. So always make sure that when you look at exercise machines, think what weights have you got? What weights are you using? Are you using standard? Are you using Olympic? Because again, Olympic will not work on here unless you have the adapter. And as I said, you can slide the adapter on there, then you can put your Olympic ones on there. So if you do buy this and you've got Olympic weights, make sure you've got an adapter. They don't cost much, I can't remember how much, but with this also, it's designed for leg extension, leg curls, but also you can do back extensions on it. Pretty much like with this exercise machine here, there's other one exercise you can do. Me and my friend are always laughing at this big boxing poster. It looks really cool. But then when you go up closer, you start noticing what kind of boxing glove is that? What kind of hand is that? Then you notice some of the other pictures. I mean, what is that? Is that one boxing glove in front of the other, or is it? It's from Temu. So what do you expect? It's got 5 weights on that end and 6 on that. So it's a right hodgepodge of a poster, but quite like it. So this is my gym. As you can see, there's plenty of room. I'll do my free weights where the grey mat is. It's not cluttered. Everything's in its place. So I've got in my gym, you can do cardio, treadmill, exercise bike. You can do weightlifting with a bench press and the free weights, cable station, leg machine, exercise bike, Slammy Davis Jr., mirrors and everything else. And the punch bag. You can do, there's anything, the only thing you can't do in is swim. So how about that one? Right, well thanks for joining me on my video. In another one, let me know what you think. See you soon.